fun. All right, it's Board in East LA. It's Tuesday. My name is John Gonzalez, and as always, I have my amazing co-host on this side over here, Amanda Panda. How are you?
Hi, hello everyone. Welcome, welcome. I'm excited to be here.
Nice, so excited too. My excitement is a little bit more than mild. In the chat, we have Michelle Ridge with mild excitement emotes. Hi, Michelle. How are you? Thanks for joining us. Appreciate you being here. Thanks for everyone else being in the chat and hanging out. We have Amanda here as our co-host on a weekly basis, and we enjoy doing this show together. It's a little show we do. We talk about board games, we hang out, we play board games, and sometimes we invite guests to come on. We do have a guest today with us. We have Matt Hawker. Hi, Matt.
Yes, designer extraordinaire.
Hey,
designer. Yeah. Thanks for joining us. How are you, Matt?
I'm doing pretty well. It's a cozy evening. Had some pizza for dinner. It was delicious, and now I'm just very comfy and hanging with some awesome people.
Oh, nice. Cool.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I was gonna make a joke, but I'll take the compliment. No. I need to be I need to be better about taking the compliment.
Take the compliment, John. Take it. Take it well. Okay. Sorry. Hi, Ben. Hi, AJ. Hi, Herb's Gambit. Hello, Sarah. State of Mind. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. I don't know if you were there, John, when Ross was like, "You should take a compliment. It's not about you, sir. It is about the person giving the compliment." Okay.
Oh, okay. I wasn't there for that one, but that's really good advice. I tend to be not internalize compliments well, but thank you, so much.
Just say thank you and move on.
For sure, yeah. Good lesson for just like everyday stuff, really, right? Say thank you and move on.
Yeah, I mean, Ross is. If you don't follow More Games, I know I'm promoting another channel, but if you don't follow More Games, please follow him because he has these awesome chats like before his games, and they're like so like profound and in depth and silly and fun, and it's just wonderful. And then when he starts playing a game, I'm like, I'm lurking. I'm just kidding, no, but yeah, it's such great. Hi, James. Hi, friend.
James Brazil in the house. How are you? Sarah State of Mind is also here. Herb's Gambit. I think you mentioned everybody, but I wanted to say hi to everybody.
Hello, everyone.
Yes, we have a wonderful designer, Matt, with us today. Matt, what games have you designed so far?
So, I've published Composition, which is a game I played with you all a little while back, and the second game I'm working on publishing is Bittersweet. I've made 5 games over the last year, but they're all sort of down the pipeline, so to speak. So I'm pretty excited. One of the games that I've made for a game jam recently, I've had a lot of fun with. I don't have a name for it. I'm just calling it Frog Game. And whenever I play test it, I just say it's frog time. And it's just about hopping on lily pads, and you're moving lily pads, and they're shuffling, and it's kind of take thatty, but it's really goofy in a goofy way. So it's been a lot of fun to play test.
I was like, take that frogs. Like, are you like pushing other frogs off your lily pad and like swiping the lily pad while they're jumping towards it, so they fall in the water?
Kind of. So there's a lot of it's kind of a tile placement movement system. So you put out one lily pad a new lily pad each turn, and frogs always have to move in a circle. And there's just goofy lily pads like turtle, and you can hop on the turtle and just ride away and all sorts of stuff. Or you can like swap 2 lily pads that a player is on, and everyone's trying to get to their home base to deposit flies. And so it's a very, very simple game, but it ends up having a lot of strategic depth, and it's usually wrapped in this goofy imagery of turtles and frogs and splashing.
Interesting. So you're like doing the tongue thing, grabbing flies, and then you're throwing them up at home.
Well, yeah, that's kind of the idea. Yeah, it's a fly regurgitation game. I think I'm just going to call it that. Fly regurgitation.
I mean, that's how you sell that game.
I know. Yeah, exactly. Totally sold. So.
We do have some questions in the chat. Michelle, Aaron's running a little bit late. He'll pop in and he'll join us in a bit. We do have Aaron coming in as a guest, and he'll be here soon.
Yeah. By the way, Composition was fun, even though I'm not a big fan of like word games. That was fun, and thank you for all your help. I hope you're going to help us with this game as well.
This game is a much lighter experience. I've really had a lot of fun with this. This actually spawned at the start of the pandemic, I wanted to make something that was kind of cozy and just satisfying. And I was like, chocolates are both cozy and satisfying. And then but at the same time, when I started working on it, we had a box of chocolates, and I'm very picky with chocolates. I'm a bit of a baby when it comes to chocolates. And so like, I can't handle like certain creamy, gooey chocolates. I'm like, no. And so I just like, I cringe up like I don't know, like a random fruit that's not that tasty. Anyway, so the idea was basically this game, sometimes you're trying to get chocolates you like, you're trying to avoid chocolates you don't like. And I wanted to capture that feeling of, oh no, I don't like this chocolate. And so I introduced chocolate covered vegetables into the game.
Oh,
I know. And it's been a lot of fun with those. They're not like overly disgusting, but at the same time, they're like, oh no, not this. And that's been my favorite reaction to see during the game is when someone says that. And then
have you ever tried them? Like, I think you need to try them in real life just for like quality purposes to make sure they're actually gross. Yeah,
so,
for research.
But what are we talking about here? They're like chocolate covered cauliflower or
well, see, that wouldn't be too bad because cauliflower doesn't really have a taste.
It does have it has a taste and it most definitely has a smell.
No, people do they do chocolate covered rice pudding, right? Rice pudding, chocolate flavored rice pudding is basically like chocolate over rice, and then if people replace rice with cauliflower, wouldn't that be fine? I don't know. I don't eat cauliflower.
Cauliflower is becoming, so I'm vegetarian, and cauliflower is becoming like the substitute for everything. Like there's I think there's cauliflower tater tots, which I saw those, but I was like, what?
Yeah.
But so I have like chocolate covered tomatoes, chocolate covered eggplant, onion, olives, a bunch of things, and so I found that. But of course, this is also juxtaposing with these beautiful, cute, adorable chocolates that look delicious. And I found that when I was playtesting, is occasionally I would get someone who would go, "This isn't disgusting. This looks great." And I learned recently that there's like, because I have a chocolate covered garlic, and someone was like, "No, this is awesome." I go to a garlic festival. I was like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, I go to an annual garlic festival, and they make chocolate covered garlic, and it's delicious." And I was like, "That's not possible." You're a liar. And he's like, yeah, no, it's real.
Chocolate
just like garlic ice cream is pretty good. Yeah.
I've been thinking for the Kickstarter. I think one of my goals is I want the pre-launch page. If it gets to 150, I'm going to try to eat all of the chocolate covered vegetables.
You should.
And we'll
stream video, record it.
Yeah, you should stream it. Yeah.
Totally.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. Hi, Board Game Spam, who identifies with bad chocolate avoidance games. Yeah, like, I don't know, some people don't like cherry-covered chocolates or the cream-filled, and you should have those in there, and then, But, yes. More games, please. Hi, Ross. I was just shouting you out. So, more games, please. That's the one that I was saying has a wonderful chat. I love his brain. You should definitely go follow him because he chats for, like, half an hour to an hour, and it's always wonderful, it just either is profound or very, very interesting or educational or funny and silly. And he has Bobby the Squash as his co-host, which I think is the best co-host. Bobby the Squash. Although,
I mean, the real question is like, how would Bobby Squash taste if he were chocolate covered? I think that's the real.
No, that's wrong, John. That is so wrong.
If you give me like an hour to contact the illustrator and give us me like a day or two, we can find that out. We can figure that out.
We need some Bobby Squash samples over here.
What is it? The Kickstarter.
Stretch goals?
What are they called? Yeah, stretch goals. You have a stretch goal to put Bobby the Squash covered in chocolate into this game.
Oh my gosh. That is excellent marketing for sure.
Yes.
I would love for people who don't know the context to be like, who's Bobby the Squash? What is this?
Yeah.
You'll have to have a little story.
Yes.
Yeah, he's literally a squash that Ross places in the background of his streams.
Well, he drew a face on him.
It has a face on it.
Well, he has two faces. He has a happy face and a frowny face. But yeah, so then Bobby sits in Ross's background, and if Bobby gets angry, he gets flipped. Bobby poops bits. So whenever someone donates bits to his channel, the bits fall out of Bobby into the cup.
Nice.
Right. I want to say hi to Lorena Parra in the chat. My wife is here.
Your partner.
How are you?
Yep.
Hello.
So yes. So yeah, you can't say that garlic covered chocolate is gross anymore.
I know. I learned the hard way that like I think for almost all of the chocolates, I think the exception was the chocolate covered eggplant or tomato. I think it was maybe the tomato too. I found at least one person who was like, I would eat this. And so I was like, oh, okay.
It doesn't sound bad, really, a chocolate covered tomato. I mean, tomatoes are already kind of sweet. They have a little sweetness to them.
I don't know.
Maybe, are they a fruit? And isn't chocolate like over fruit always good?
Okay, yes? So there. All right. Here, the thing about tomatoes being fruits, I did some homework on this because that's been brought to me before. That is like the most contentious thing imaginable online. And it is like an experts on both sides situation. In fact, one of the things that I was surprised by when I was doing research on just chocolates in general is just how much contention there is in the chocolate community, specifically over white chocolate.
Is that a chocolate or not? Because it's not made from cocoa beans.
Right. And so I just went through all of the chocolate threads. Like if folks think Twitter is bad, they should go on a chocolatier forum because oh my gosh, it is nightmare world over there comparing about like, what's real chocolate. And then people are like, listen, in 1930, white chocolate was established as not a chocolate, and we've been lying to ourselves ever since. And you just so much dialogue like that. And then recently, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I think a few years back, they came out. A company came out with Ruby chocolates. Have you all heard of these?
No.
Okay, so Ruby chocolate is from the ruby cocoa bean, and it is a pink chocolate, and it has a fruity taste. It's actually pretty good. I've had it.
That's interesting.
But now the debate is centered around whether or not ruby chocolate is a chocolate.
But it's from a cocoa bean.
It's the ruby cocoa bean, but some people say it's just white chocolate with flavor, with a little fruity taste, and so there's a whole debacle about that. And so I actually in Bittersweet I made a fourth fictional chocolate called Crimson Chocolates, which are rose petals and chocolates mixed in. And then I found out that that's a real thing anyway. And so I was like, well, too late. I'm keeping it. I'm just too late. I'm done. Suspension of belief will be there. It's okay. It's fine. And so I've been rolling with it ever since. But the point I'm trying to make is chocolate is contentious.
And Michelle was asking in the we're not even gonna Michelle was asking in the chat about is there a Discord? Do you know if there's a Discord for chocolate? And do people I'm pretty sure there's a lot of debating going on there.
I don't know about a chocolate Discord, but I feel like someone needs to start that and get involved in that scene, because that clearly that needs to be a thing. I'd love to see it.
That's hilarious. By the way, hi Time Roller, hi Deadpan.
Thanks for joining us.
Hi.
Appreciate it.
I was gonna say definitely try Ruby chocolate if you haven't yet. It's interesting. I'd be curious what you all
Ruby
think
chocolate.
of it.
So is it also brown or is it
No,
it's pink. It's called pink? Ruby chocolate, but it's pink.
All right. That's interesting. Yeah. So I mean, white chocolate clearly is not real chocolate, right? It's just like sugar.
I'm not going to make any statements.
But the thing is, it doesn't have any part of the cocoa bean in it, right? It doesn't have any part of the cocoa bean in it.
I can't be on record answering that question, having made a chocolate game. I don't need that to come back and bite me.
For sure, that's understandable.
I don't.
I got kicked out of the game. Let me see. I try to connect in a bit.
Well, John, James Brazil has redeemed Play Me a Little Ditty, and he wants a ditty on chocolates.
Ooh,
so ditty about chocolates. Yes. So while you're doing that, I will talk to Matt again.
Matt, let me tell Matt first, because Matt might be confused what's happening.
Well, why don't I tell Matt while you go get your guitar and stuff? That might be a little bit easier. So Matt, on this channel, what John has started doing is he takes his guitar out and he'll play a little ditty for people who redeemed with their channel points. And then he just makes it up on the spot and whatever he thinks off the top of his head. So if anyone has some chocolate lyrics for John, please put them into the chat right now so that, to help John out so that he doesn't really have to think as hard. But yes, I have also been disconnected from the server, but that's okay.
I just restarted. TTS decided to.
That's probably why.
Be lame. It disconnected all of us.
Yeah. But anyway, so yeah, so if you have lyrics for John about chocolates, please put it into the chat, and John will just decide like what, you know, what's the music that he's going to play on his guitar. I cannot brain today. This is going to be very interesting about me learning a new game while I cannot brain, and yeah, it's going to be fun. But anyways, yeah, so I don't know if what do you all think also about chocolate debate? Is white chocolate a chocolate? I don't think white chocolate has the cocoa bean in it, so we'll see.
Sounds a little out of tune, but all right, here we go.
Here's the ditty.
Here's a ditty for James Brazil, I believe, redeemed the ditty about chocolate. And here we go. Here's a off the top of my head ditty. White chocolate is not real chocolate because it's mostly made of sugar. I'll take a stand on this any day while I eat more dark chocolate. 90% or higher has to be dark chocolate if you're gonna be hanging out with me. Matt doesn't want to speak on the subject, but we'll give him a pass. There you go.
Nice. Good job.
Oh, please clip that. Oh my gosh, please clip that, and then we'll put it on the Kickstarter or whatever. No, just kidding.
Yeah, why not? That's fine. You know what? I will put that on the Kickstarter page.
You are putting Matt on the
I will put it on the Kickstarter page. I am guaranteeing that. That's fine. As long as we're okay with that, I will do that. That sounds great.
Oh my goodness. Oh
you
my
heard it here first.
Yeah, so I'll all right. We'll make that happen.
You can all thank James Brazil for that, Ditty. Thanks a lot, James.
Hi, Silver Medal Tavern.
So I do have a controversial take, and that's I don't like dark chocolate. I like milk chocolate. I love
dark chocolate. Like it has to be like really high for me to like it. I find like the American chocolate is way too sweet. Mm-hmm. So like chocolate from different other countries are a lot easier for me to like for my palate, because like the Hershey's I can't eat it. It's just like mostly sugar.
Hershey's is way too sweet. Yeah.
Hershey's is terrible. Have you tried Tony's chocolate before?
Oh yes, I love
Tony's.
Tony's
chocolate. So good.
It's so good.
I was just about to tell you what about Tony's.
Lorena over there, we love that chocolate. There's a raspberry one that has Pop Rocks in it. It is so good, but it's a white chocolate. It's a white chocolate though, so you might know.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Tony's chocolates. It's just they have these really colorful chocolate bar wrappers, and they're just really tasty. There's no other put. And they have like if I recall right, they have like an interesting quote on the inside of the wrapper each time, and so like there's usually a thing on the wrapper it says
without knowing.
Yeah, I just
on the back of the wrapper on the back of the wrapper it says look on the inside of the wrapper, and so they try to make also I believe environmentally conscious and like socially conscious chocolate, so like they don't source their chocolates from specific places that are not good to source from. So I recommend them. I like them a lot. And oh yeah,
there it is. Yeah. This one's white chocolate raspberry popping candy chocolate. Ooh. And usually they don't last long, so we haven't been able to see the quotes on here. But when next time I crack this open, I'm gonna look at the quote. These are really, really good. I mean, if you ever imagine like a Wonka bar, like in real life, they remind me of that. Just like the size, and they have so many different flavors. They have like a nice salted caramel and pretzel one that's so good too.
Yes.
Thanks, Herbs Gambit, for clipping that for us.
Maybe we could get like them to be our sponsor, like Tony's Chocolonely. That would be amazing.
Oh, that would be incredible. Matt, you need to get that sponsorship. You need to get for every playthrough of this game. It needs to be like Tony's Chocolate.
I was talking about for us, but I mean,
I know, but I'm just saying like this.
Sorry, John, too late.
We got scooped.
Sorry. Already contacted Tony. Just sent the email. I said, I put in all bold, ignore John and Amanda if they contact you.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, sorry.
Dude.
I was like, this is...
Yes.
Yeah, sorry.
Thanks, Herbs Gambit, for clipping that. Let's see who else is here. We got Silver Medal Tavern in the house. Thanks for joining us. Oh, you did. Sorry.
And I said hi to Silver Medal Tavern. John's not listening to his co-host. It's okay. I'm used to it.
Yeah, I was so busy making up a song. It's too taxing on me.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's very true.
John, I love doing improv, and so I love doing improv music. And so when you pulled out the car, I was like, yes, I want to join in. So I'm a big fan of that sort of stuff.
Do you want to? You should do one. Do you want to do one or?
Oh, I don't have it.
Well, someone has to. Let me redeem. Play a little ditty.
Nice, and and I'll transfer that over to Matt. That'll be Matt.
No.
Yes. Right. You're gonna do it. I have redeemed it, Matt. I want to play I want a little ditty about pandas eating chocolates.
Pandas eating chocolates.
Nice.
All right.
Yes.
What's the genre of music we want to do?
Oh.
Well, I'm going to do it all with voice.
I'll do country.
Country.
No,
all right, hold on.
Matt's gonna do it.
It's only going to be vocals.
Okay, never mind. Okay.
All right, it's only going to be vocals. Hold on. Let me get into a country voice and try to make that work.
Nice.
Well, pandas eating chocolates. It's really a bad idea. When those pandas eat those chocolates, they don't live that long. Because they usually eat bamboo. And that's all they eat around me and you. And when they eat chocolates, we sing this sad country song. All right.
Oh my God, that was amazing. Somebody clip that, please. Somebody clip that. That's amazing.
That was absolutely
well done. Wow.
Thank you.
Round of applause. That was incredible.
That's so good.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness, that's so awesome.
I love makeshift songs. Always a blast. So if you ever want someone to pop in and do some jamming with you, let me know.
I'm ready.
Hey, there you go. There you go.
Well, let's just, forget the game. Let's just do a music stream. Amanda, you're up next.
Amanda, you're up. Yeah.
No.
And then Aaron, when he comes in, as soon as he gets in, we're like, Aaron, start singing. Start singing.
Poor Aaron. Aaron pops in. Okay, I'm ready to play the game. We're like, no, you're gonna sing now.
Game's canceled.
Aaron's just watching this. He's probably not gonna want to jump in anymore. He's like,
that's true.
Oh my goodness, that's so good.
And now presenting the Bored in East L.A. mixtape, starring John, Amanda, Matt, Aaron. 12 singles. Ready to go.
$9.99, right?
Yeah.
Call now.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
It's
I
too
love
much
it.
fun.
That's hilarious.
I love it.
So do you have like a musical background? Do you do like music on the side or?
I have a musical father, so that helps.
That's so cool.
But yeah, so regarding music background, admittedly, I've always dabbled with music and stuff like that. So I consider myself. I like to call myself a sound guy. So I do some guitar every now and then, but I mostly do a lot of synth stuff and like sound editing. So I like to do all sorts of weird sound bites and like stage sounds and all that kind of stuff. So I like atmospheric music and weirder stuff because I don't know, I'm like a weird bearded hipster, I guess now. So I've just embraced it in full. So yeah.
Nice. Do you have any place where you upload those where we can hear some of your stuff, or is that?
I don't. I did vocals in a friend's album not too long ago, but no, I don't really put anything out there. It's all a lot of like private like play. I do a lot of live stuff though when there's not a global pandemic. So once there's not a global pandemic, I'll be doing that again as well.
Oh, that's fun. That's cool.
Yeah.
Michelle says, "Is there a SoundCloud?" Yeah, that's what I was like. Is there a web page where you upload your music? And is that a thing now? It's a SoundCloud. It's a SoundCloud.
I was doing a comedy podcast for a while that I put music on, but I haven't done that in a long time. So I kind of took a break from it at the beginning of again this world changing event because I wasn't in the spirit for it. So I kind of stepped away from that, but didn't have the right mentality for it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, a few months ago, I caught you. You were on Twitch. You were playing Spelunky, right? I think.
Yes. I dabble. So Twitch is weird, right? Like it's this awesome thing, but I think for me, like when it comes to video games, I think I found that I like to play them with friends, and so all my friends play games on Twitch now, though, so it's really hard to play games with them. So I was like, well, I guess I'll give it a shot. And then I was like, I mean, this is cool, but what's really cool is playing games in secret with no one looking at me. So then I went back to that. But every now and then I do it.
Yeah. Thanks Beyond Dead 13 for clipping that. Appreciate that.
Yeah, thanks Beyond Dead. But can't you like be on your friend's Twitch stream and you just play in secret, but your voice is on theirs?
But see, that's where it gets even trickier because I'm unbelievably arrogant, which means I'm just giving them celebrity for free. I am just giving them free entertainment at that point. Like I just show up and make their stream amazing, and then you know, and then what do I get out of that? Yeah, so
I mean, we're getting that too right now.
No, I love you guys. You guys do great stuff. Y'all do great stuff. And so no, joking aside though, I think part of it's also I did that now and then, but a lot of them are doing more solo oriented experiences these days.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it's interesting because board game Twitch is a lot about like, hey, let's see who we could get on to play games with us. Let's play games together. And there's a lot of people doing solo board gaming, but they're like really good at it, like Ross and Russ, and there's a bunch of people that do really great solo stuff. But for me, I enjoy like playing a game or hanging out with people and chatting with people, or Amanda or Lorena. Excuse me, we do a stream on Saturdays. But yeah, it's a kind of a different things, and right now like Twitch board game is kind of like building up its own, I guess. Niche.
It's awesome. It's really cool. The Twitch board game community is awesome to see. A lot of the videos are usually, I think Amanda was putting it best earlier. It's like a mix of like insightfulness and like just comedy and just really interesting things all collaborating together. So I've really enjoyed that. One thing that I do on the side of game design in the game space, I help run a playtesting community called Break My Game, and so it's been really cool to like playtest all these games of all these different folks from all over the world, and it's just been like an enlightening experience for me, I think, and I think for most of the other designers as well, because you get insight and feedback and criticism from audiences that you've never interacted with in your life, like someone from over in France. I've never play tested with someone who lives in France before, and so they just different games, or Japan, or anywhere that's able to get onto that community and play test. And so that's been a really cool thing, and so we're trying to think about like how can we improve that system and get more people to be a part of that playtesting experience. And so I think Twitch, it might be one of the avenues we go down eventually, or maybe podcasting or something along those lines. But it's been really, I think if there's been one, I feel like I'm segueing, but this is just interesting. If there's been one cool thing in designer world that has come out of this, it is that there have been several online communities that have popped up for designers to get together and play test games. And I think I'm iterating games faster than I ever have in my entire life now, which is kind of wild. I don't know if this is consistent across the board. I don't want to speak for other designers, but it's just been fascinating how you can play a game on something like Tabletop Simulator, feel like, oh, I don't like this, or this is interesting, I want more of this, any type of feedback, and then you just like boop, 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 and then you click it and then you resubmit it, as opposed to printing everything out again, cutting everything out, putting everything in card sleeves, waiting several weeks for the next in-person event. Like now there's events run every day, almost every other hour, and it's just awesome.
Yeah, it's really interesting, that necessity for playtesting your games kind of form that whole sort of not instant feedback, but a faster form of kind of iterating. That's really interesting. Yeah. There's all the socials for Matt if you want to follow Matt, and you should follow Matt. Matt's a fun guy. He's a cool guy.
Thank you. I try. Aaron, where's Aaron?
Where's Aaron?
I know. He's supposed to be here by now.
Yeah, probably hit some traffic or something. It's
when is your Kickstarter starting for this game?
April 27th is the launch date as of now, and that should be cemented. I'm feeling confident about that date. So we released all the marketing April 27th, and I don't know what time on April 27th. Nobody ever posts the time, right, on their Kickstarter marketing. They just post the date. Yeah. I feel like I should do that. I should be like 9 a.m. Eastern time, but I don't know. Like last time I did Kickstarter, I released it at midnight on that date because that sounded cool, but I've read 1,000 blogs and comments on Facebook from Kickstarter gurus who are like, no, you can't do it at midnight. It's got to be at 9 a.m. when these certain stars align in these positions, and like this certain amount of people are I don't know, facing in a different direction toward the west or something. And it's like, all right, well, cool, great. And so, but I'm probably going to do like 9 a.m. April 27th. So yeah, that's the specific time.
Yeah. Is that a Tuesday? Because they say Tuesdays are also
it is a Tuesday.
days.
And so yeah, I know. And I've read that too. And I'm like, I don't get it, but okay. I sure. Like, all right.
Apparently people shop on Kickstarters during the middle of the week of the work week instead of like on a weekend.
So
I mean, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense.
And I think there's a secondary element to that too. And it reminds me of like shopping centers. Like there's the idea of like, have you ever seen a shopping center and there's like a McDonald's right next to a Burger King, and it's like, why are they right next to each other? They're in direct competition. Well, they get more business out of it because if you have multiple people interested in multiple things, they're probably going to go to the split apart and do that kind of stuff, or the direct competition leads to a greater wealth of people showing up there. And so I wonder if like that's kind of happened with Kickstarter, because like all these people go on Tuesday for their game, and then Kickstarter's like, but hey, have you seen this game? And they're like, no, I haven't seen this game. Yeah. And then they start throwing money everywhere because it's just Tuesday, and Tuesday's the day where you throw your money at Kickstarter.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And plus with people doing the early bird specials, then they're like, I have to be there like on Tuesday when they have the early bird, and then they'll be shopping around.
Yeah. I struggle to understand Kickstarter. I every time I think I understand it finally, then I don't again, because the system like because what works has changed a little bit. Like I know now some folks have said if your Kickstarter doesn't fund in the first 2 hours, just cancel it. And I'm like, no, I don't think so.
Yeah, they've said that for sure. Yeah,
and there are some Kickstarter hosts will, frankly, underfund. Like they'll set up a funding goal that is lower than what they need to make the product, because they know that it's because it's again it's part of the whole marketing aspect. Like if you hit your funding goal sooner, it looks like you're successful, and people want to support a successful game over an unsuccessful game. And so something
because
clicks.
They want the product. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, something clicks in our brains, and we're like, oh, sweet. Boop, 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 boop. I don't think I'm I don't want to. I guess I'll use the word brave enough to do something like that. But I don't. I think that's also dishonest. But I don't blame people for doing those sorts of things, especially when it works. So Kickstarter is a weird mechanism. I struggle to understand it, but also it's like a necessary evil, and so it does a lot of good, but it's a little wonky sometimes.
Yeah, marketing is a lot of psychology. I think like Michelle Rich says, like, people doing like pricing at X 0.99, like it's a cent, it's $25, but because it's $24.99, it sounds a lot cheaper for some unknown reason.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah,
definitely. There's a very tricky balance there. It's weird. I think my mentality on Kickstarter is different. Like I think it's changed. Like 4 or 5. Well, I want to say 4 to 5. Let's say 5 to 6 years ago. If you see a game on Kickstarter, there's the possibility where it's like, all right, this might not even be a thing. I might just get a brick in the mail and it says "good luck" written on the brick, and you're like, cool, thanks for the game. But now there's an expectation for masterful quality, even from up and coming developers. And I don't think that's a bad thing necessarily, but it's definitely a higher wall to climb over. And so it's definitely the game has changed, so to speak, and it's awesome and it's cool and it's a challenge, but it definitely means you really got to do your homework.
Yeah, I completely agree. Especially because established publishers who have the money to do it off of Kickstarter is on Kickstarter and has already the development in place and the all the structure in place to deliver on high quality products, but it's going through Kickstarter because it's a guarantee. So then like new people who maybe don't have that same structure is going on Kickstarter, and then people are disappointed, but then people don't realize that, they are new, they don't have the extra money that these publishers do have. or they don't have already the art already, or they don't already have, the contract with the manufacturer companies to make it cheaper and stuff. And so, it sucks. But when established publishers don't like deliver on their Kickstarters, that's outrageous to a lot of people too.
Yes.
I'm like, that is Kickstarter. It's like Kickstarter's not guaranteed, even though people use it as a shopping platform, and I do too. But
same.
You got to remember it's not guaranteed.
Yeah,
it's not guaranteed at all.
Yeah.
I was thinking a thought and then I forgot. So now I'm just mumbling through while I try. No, you're great. No, you're perfect. What was my thought? I had a thought. It was to bounce off something you had said, and oh my gosh, it's gonna hit at the worst moment, like at the end of the stream. Like I'm gonna remember it. Like I woke up with like in the middle of the night, like in a cold sweat, and I'm like, oh, that's what I wanted to say.
That happens.
But I will say with Kickstarter in general, one of the features they added, and I didn't have this when I did my first Kickstarter, and I love this feature, and it is the pre-launch page. This is an awesome feature. I think it helps you kind of math out how well you'll do, or give you kind of a better, it gives you a better understanding of where you're at. And so I've really enjoyed that feature a lot. I wish I had that when I first did Kickstarter. I will say also, like, marketing has changed, and I feel like I'm segueing again, but one thing I will tell to all indie devs is marketing needs to be a part of your budget, even if it is a small amount of your budget. That is the cost of making a game. Oh, I remembered what I was going to say. I did it. I said the word cost and hit. Okay. So one of the, not a lot of stuff makes me salty, but one thing that makes me salty, like I just have salt levels that go off the charts, is when someone sends me like a link to a Reddit thread by like someone who posts, I made a game in 1 year and made $1 million. Here's how I did that. Here's how you can too. And I'm like, okay, all right. Like, where's my $1 million? Like, come on. And I never know how to respond to that. I'm like, that's great. Thanks.
Yeah. Because it's not formulaic. I mean, it's sort of, but it just really depends on timing, trends, and a whole bunch of factors. It really can't be as formulaic as they want to sell it to you as, right?
Yes.
Yeah, stream coaching. But I think another thing that a lot of people forget is that they need to have community moderation.
Yes.
So like, even on Kickstarter, with comments and stuff, there needs to be some kind of community moderation. And then, along with the marketing budget is that, you need to, within the marketing budget, you need to worry about social media management and stuff like that. And really looking into who you are sending, what reviewers you're sending. Don't just send it to anyone that will say yes, but send it to actual people that match your ethics or ideals,
Yes. And I think that's so important. And I think that's, to me, that's in a way that's part of successful. Like I think I would label that if I was presenting that to someone, I would label as that as part of successful marketing, right? Because you're building your brand, and part of your brand is your community, and you have to manage that. Like if you have folks saying things that are against the ideas that you find valuable, or that are dangerous or hazardous to the greater greater community, like that's not good, and that's going to damage your brand and marketing. So even just in the sense of like you're trying to be a successful designer, that all goes in there, and it's so important to keep in mind. Like you have to be aware of that stuff. I was fortunate enough where I didn't get a lot of Kickstarter comments. I don't know if that's a bad or good thing on my first Kickstarter. So I didn't have to moderate much. So that was pretty good. But yes, it is such an essential. I think I ran on the topic of marketing, I ran Twitter ads once. I never will again. And the only response I got when I was advertising composition was someone who I guess trades and sells baseball cards, and he just commented, "What team is this?" And I was like, "What?" And he was like, "What?" He was like, "Why these aren't baseball cards?" And I was like, "Yeah, I know. This is a word game." And he was like, "Oh, thanks." I didn't know what to say. I was like, "Cool." And then Twitter was like, "Thanks for the $50." So I was like, "You're welcome, Twitter."
Oh dear.
So that was fun. So be sure to read up on how that stuff works before you pay for it.
Yeah, for sure. John has Aaron.
Let me check in. Let me see what's
check
going
in with Aaron. Yeah. It's yeah. I mean, having a good community manager is really important. In any business, I think, any community. Yeah. So.
Yes.
Yeah. It sucks when it happens.
No word from Aaron, but I think we'll move on to our next segment.
Oh yeah, that's true.
We gotta talk about some pies over here.
Yeah. Oh, okay, that's not a pie. Those are chocolates. But yeah, John's gonna put up the right one.
Clearly, that's not a pie. All right,
there
so our local game board game cafe, game house is they're close to business for board gaming, for public board gaming, because of how things are going. But they are selling pies online. So if you order a pie from them, you can pick it up on Saturday, and they have some really amazing pies. Last week they had a peach mascarpone pie that was so good. Did you try that one, Amanda?
I'm so sorry, I missed it because I was still finishing like all the pies from last week because apparently I'm the only one that's supposed to eat a whole pie by myself, which I'm like, but yeah, no, like, so I missed it. I really wanted to try that one. And the was it a dark chocolate? No, it was espresso.
It was an espresso
cream.
Yeah, an espresso cream chocolate. It was so good. The peach one. We picked up a bunch of them and we delivered them to family members. Social distancing. And it was a lot of fun to drive around the whole east side of LA to just dropping off pies and making people happy. That was a lot of fun. Me and Lorna had a good time doing that last weekend. It took us an hour and a half to deliver all those pies, but it was a labor of love, and yeah, it was a lot of fun. So Game House is open for pie orders and cookie orders, and they have these amazing pies. This week they have a berry pie with basil, which sounds really good. Tempted to get that.
Yeah.
And they also have a Mississippi mud pie, which should be really great. It has like an espresso or a chocolate drizzle on it, which is it sounds really great. And check those pies out. There's a link. There should be a link that popped out here if you're there it is. If you're interested if you're in the LA area, please consider ordering a pie from them, putting in an order, and hopefully we'll get to gaming in the not too far near future, right? Back to our local game house where we play a lot of games there, me and Amanda and a bunch of other people here in LA. A bunch of people in the chat too know the place.
Yeah. But they also have cookies. They have cheesecake bars, which are really good too. I really enjoyed those. Yeah, I bought too much. I bought cheesecake bars and a whole pie. But Board Game Fan says Pia has bought a whole cake for herself. Pan Angel, follow your pie dreams. My eyes and my tongue say yes. My brain and my stomach say no. So sure. It's a fight. It's a fight for sure.
Especially as I get older, it's like my eyes want this
pie. Stop talking about my age, John. Stop talking about my age.
I said as I get older. As I get older.
The older I get, the worse my diet gets. Like I'm having a reverse effect. I don't know what's happening. Like it's just getting so much worse. Like a couple of years back, I was like drinking banana smoothies and like sniffing a protein bar and putting it back down because it was just too much. And like now I'm just like, large pizza, that's fine. That's tonight's dinner. But oh man, these pies look delicious. And I'm thinking like, can I get this over to the East Coast? And I don't know. Like I'll have to make the drive.
I know, right?
Are you down to deliver a pie to Matt and where he's?
But yeah, so like they also do a game subscription service, like a library, for like $30 a month. Twice a week, you can have 2 games out at a time, and you can trade them in twice a week. And so they have like over 1,000 games to borrow, and it's a great way to try new games and play and enjoy. And they're always being safe with by quarantine the games when they're returned. So it's a great deal. Hi, Game Enthuse. Okay, Aaron is back.
Yes.
Are you joining us?
It might be tiny. It might be tiny. It might not.
Oh, it might be tiny. That's true. Because
but yeah, they have so many games, and that subscription service is really, it looks like something to do because they're also buying more games. So that's like not only games for when we return to gaming there, but also games that you could check out now. And they are taking, I think they were asking people what they want to see in the collection. So that's pretty good. So
it is Aaron. I was right. It is
Aaron. Nice.
We're going to get him on. So while John is dealing with that, Matt, do you have any board game cafes or like places to play board games near you?
Yeah. We have a board game cafe, and this is going to sound silly, but it's just called, I think it's just called Board Game Cafe. I mean,
That's so good.
No, I'm lying. I thought it was for a second. My brain, like I heard Board Game Cafe so often. I was like, was it called Board Game? It's called the Board and Brew. So I'm sorry, my bad. But no, it's a pretty good spot. I think they opened up a second location in Philly, but they're in College Park, Maryland, and used to go there. They had I love their food, and they made these really greasy fries, which is like the worst thing when you're playing board games, but it's like it's still awesome. And so it was like delicious, and I just have fond memories of like eating a fry, napkining my hand, and then playing my turn, and then eating another one fry, and then it's just like it was a nice cycle. So that was fun, and amazing breakfasts. But yeah, so yeah.
See? Oh, they don't have breakfasts at Game House. But they do amazing sandwiches. They have mini pizzas. Oh, it's so good. Yeah.
Yeah,
their coffee is really good too. They have
their coffee is really good.
They had a barista there. Yeah, they had. I would order an Americano with steamed half and half, and just that was just like my jam right there. I was trying to order it enough so they would name it after me somehow, but it didn't work.
I always order a mocha, which you can't get on the menu, but it's a mocha espresso mocha with a shot of almond roca. It's so good. What was the name of it again? I'm gonna put it into.
It doesn't sound too appetizing.
Because you don't have the sweet tooth. But what's the board game cafe called again?
Board and Brew.
Board and Brew. I'm gonna put it.
It sounds like booger in Spanish. That's why it's. Yeah, he said mocha loco, right?
No, roca mocha.
Oh, all right. It doesn't sound anything like booger in Spanish. Never mind.
No, it doesn't.
It does not sound good.
Oh dear, that's just John not listening to me again. It's okay. It's all right. Yeah, Herb's Gamut, the onion rings at Dragon and Meeple. Oh no, the what was the dessert at Dragon and Meeple? That was so good. I forget, but Dragon Meeple had to shut down. But you got to wear a little crown if you got the sundae, I think, also. But yeah, no.
Yeah. Let's head to the game table.
Is my audio not doing good? Is that why you're hearing different things? I said a roca mocha, people, not boogers.
At least on my sense, when people start talking coffee and flavors, I know nothing. I don't drink coffee, so I'm always like, "Oh yeah, that's cool. That's cool." I like the largest memory of coffee I have in my life is I met with a friend I hadn't seen in like a decade, and he became like a coffee fan. But he just spent he was like, "You like coffee?" And like he started talking about, I was like, "No, not really." And then we spent an hour and a half. He was trying to persuade me to like coffee. He's like, "You just haven't had the right kind." And I was like, "Oh no!" And I just couldn't get out of the conversation. And it was just I was so trapped by this coffee dialogue, and I couldn't get out of it. And I was like, I was trying to be polite, and then like I finally got out of it. And like a week later, I got something in the mail, and it was like locally, it's coffee. And I was like, I can't escape.
That's hilarious. I don't understand people who I understand like kind of like talking about what you're passionate about and then maybe like trying, but I don't like it when people like push hard. It's like that's what you're passionate about. That's fine. Don't try to push it hard on me. Like, you can talk about it, but then if I don't like it, leave me be in a way. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yes. Well, they try to get you to like force it on you. It's too much. But I do love hearing people talk about things they're passionate about, though. That for sure.
Yeah.
I love it when people talk to me about what they're passionate about because it's just a fun feeling to get to know someone. And I mean, I can see what Matt's saying though. It's like a coffie pusher is not a fun thing because coffee is not everyone's thing. I love coffee, but if you tell me, hey, I'm not a big fan of coffee, it's like I'm not gonna say why. Like,
yeah.
I appreciated his conviction for coffee. It was very unique and fun. It was definitely an experience. I didn't retain any of it, but it was cool.
Michelle says people must stir the pot sometimes.
Oh,
it's fun. Yeah. Count it. Do we have a pun counter on this channel?
Do you? I don't know.
I'll
try it.
Yes.
But is Aaron in?
He said he was coming, so we should be able to hear him once he pops in and see him.
Okay. I didn't know. Like as soon as he hopefully he's not in purgatory. No, you have to. The password is case sensitive, so make sure it's all lowercase. That's why I always.
It's in the chat. It's in the chat. It's in the Twitter thread. We were.
Yeah.
And I think now
it's not in the chat.
The wrong password.
Make sure you're also clicking on the correct link. I'm in, but I don't see anything.
Yeah,
then you're not in the right room.
Place.
Refresh.
Yeah.
Refresh and make sure the password is all lowercase. Let me go back in
there.
Aaron,
where are you?
Where are you? Follow the voice. Regarding password shenanigans, so this is just a little silly thing. The router at my house, we named the password. What was that? And so when someone says, "What's your router password?" I go, "What was that?" And it's so funny every time. Like it's just so good, and it's so obnoxious. It's so ridiculous. And they're like, the password. What was that? And I go like, what? And so it's like a who's on first scenario, and it's so silly. I have a lot. It's a good time. If you ever really want to get your guests upset and you want the house to yourself, I recommend it. It's a great way to have a night to yourself.
Michelle says it's brilliant.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So since Aaron is on his way, and I think he's played this before, do you want to walk us through the game a little bit?
Yeah.
Let me put on my I'm teaching a game voice.
Nice.
Hello there. Welcome to Bittersweet, where we're going to try to snag our favorite delectable chocolates and avoid the chocolates that we find yucky. Bittersweet is a 2 to 4 player game that lasts about 10 minutes per player. TTS, of course, might change that to a degree. Essentially, what's happening in this game, we have a deck here of 45 cards. These are our chocolate cards. There's a variety of different kinds of chocolates, all of which are going to give points at the end of a round, and different chocolates do different things. So there's a lot of green chocolates here. Cool.
Who shuffled this?
Clearly a cheater. Wow, that's fine. All right, but this works. So in front of each player is a player sheet, which are these 4 large sheets here. A preference deck, which is to the left of each player sheet. And each player will also have a cheat sheet that is double-sided and gives you information on what you can do in your turn and how a round ends. Okay, great. So let's talk about how the game works. To really dive into that, I want to talk about what a chocolate is and how to read a chocolate. So let's all take a look at this chocolate here. And I want to move this player sheet over real quick. Okay. So this game, the goal in order to win a round is to get the most points in a round. To win a game, you have to win 2 rounds. Points are found on the top left corner of each chocolate. So this chocolate, for example, is worth the number 1. So if I have this in my hand at the end of the round, I'm going to get 1 point from it. There's some additional point stuff, but let's just focus on that for now. This chocolate is a crimson chocolate, and a creamy chocolate, and a trapezoid-shaped chocolate. We can tell this information due to the iconography on the left below the number and the shape of the chocolate. Each player sheet has this information present. So chocolates are generally, but not always, there are exceptions, divided by shapes, textures, and coatings. Occasionally, you'll find other attributes such as veggies and cluster. When we're looking for the shape of the chocolate, the icon for that is not going to be on the card. You can tell what the shape is by the chocolate illustration itself. So that's how we know this is a rhombus chocolate. Okay, great. Let me go ahead and shuffle these back together. Now, something else that's going to be occurring over the round. Each player is going to have a card under their yum and a card under their yuck. These cards are going to normally be, they're going to be face down until the end of the round where we're going to reveal them. So I have them face up for now just to demonstrate. Whatever attribute is under your yum is going to give you bonus points for each chocolate that has that attribute. So for example, this is saying here that I find heart-shaped chocolates yummy. So this here is a heart-shaped chocolate due to the illustration. So I would get 2 points for this as normal. You're always going to get points for your chocolates, whether you find them yummy or yucky. But I will get additional points because it is a heart shape. So there's a bit of set collection here. So it says here if one chocolate, so one heart-shaped chocolate, if it is my yum, I get 2 points. And if it is my yuck, I get -2 points in addition to the regular points I would get. On the other side, I have creamy as a yuck. So what this is saying is I get minus points for a certain number of creamy chocolates. So if there's more creamy chocolates in the game, I need more creamy chocolates in my hand at the round to meet that requisite. So this says 3 chocolates equals 5 if it is my yum, or -5 if it is my yuck. So if I find this yucky, I might want to be trying to avoid those so I don't lose points at the end of a round. So you're kind of navigating chocolates that you want versus chocolates that you don't want, in addition to just the regular collection of points. All right, so let me go ahead and organize this here. 1 second. Boop, boop,
Wait,
boop, boop.
this was, oh yeah.
Up, up. All right, so I'm going to lay out, we have 4 players. I'm going to lay out 28 chocolates. So we're laying out quite a few chocolates this round. 4, oh my gosh, my mouse. 5, 6, 7. All right, so it's just going to be just like that all the way through until we're going to have 4 rows total. Perfect. Thank you very much. It'd be cool if I knew coding or anything like that. That'd be helpful. I feel like every time I'm on stream, I say, hey, I'm going to learn that. And then I don't. I'm like, ooh, I should learn that. It's going to be great. And then I just don't do the thing. Okay, cool. So we have 40 chocolates that are face down here right now. We don't know what they are. Let's talk about how we sort of navigate this box. So on your turn, you have 2 actions that you get to take, and you get to choose between 3 unique actions. And then your turn passes to the next player. So what are those actions, and what do they do, and how do they work, and how do we make them work for us? So let's go through them. Your first action is to simply take a chocolate. When you take a chocolate, you'll hover over the chocolate. And the chocolates are represented by these like face down bows here. So those are the backs of the cards. You'll press the number 1 over it, and it'll go into your hand, and you can see what it is. You can do this if it is face down or if it is face up. We'll talk about how to make a chocolate face up later. And this is basically the quickest way to get chocolates and collect points. Now, this chocolate box is risky. And taking chocolates is a bit of a gamble, and you're going to be pushing your luck here if you're taking chocolates too often. In the general sense, you might get chocolates that are really great and fantastic for your pile, but you also might get chocolates that are not so great and might end up hurting your hand to an extent. So for example, this chocolate right here says, if face down when taken. So if you take a card while it's face down, and on the ability it says if face down when taken in that bold text, you'll read the card aloud and you'll activate the ability. So this says if face down when taken, discard your yuck and replace with a new random card. And so there are some much worse things. There are, oh, yes?
Sorry, I hate to interrupt you. We have Aaron here. Aaron's joined us.
Aaron!
Hey.
Aaron. Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, good. It's been a long time, so I don't want to interrupt.
Yeah, no worries.
I'm glad to be here, though.
Excited to have
joining us.
Yes. So yeah, if you pick up a card that says if face down when taken, you'll read it aloud and you'll activate the effect. The second action you have available is to reveal a chocolate. Revealing a chocolate means you're going to hover over that card and you're going to press the letter F on your keyboard to flip it face up. This is giving everyone at the table information because we all get to see what the chocolate is. But a lot of these cards have these really cool abilities that are on reveal abilities. So if you open up the chocolate in the box by flipping it face up while it's in the box, its on reveal power activates. So for example, this chocolate says on reveal, and it'll always be in that big cursive writing there above the ability, you may take an extra action. So you get to do an additional thing this turn. It's important to note that abilities on chocolates will never eat up your actions. So they're just always free things that occur. The third action that you have available is to return a chocolate to the chocolate box. Let's say you have a chocolate in your hand and you just don't like it. It's just your least favorite chocolate ever. It's just awful. Or maybe you want to do some like 5-dimensional chess play and you want to, I don't know, do some ability shenanigans. You'll press F over the card in your hand to flip it face down, and you'll return it to the box of chocolates face down. When you do this, the chocolates not in play off to the side here are considered empty wrappers. You're going to take one card from the empty wrapper deck and you're going to put it in your play area off to the side. And we'll sort of talk about what that means later on. A round ends when one of the following 3 conditions occurs. Oh, yeah?
I'm sorry, Matt?
Uh-huh.
When we place it back into the box of chocolate, do we place it anywhere? It doesn't matter, right?
Anywhere you want in the box of chocolates. There's a light memory element here. So like I've returned chocolates that are not good, and then I've picked them back up because I'm silly, and I'm like no. But sometimes it can be advantageous to do that depending. So, but yeah, the round ends when one of the following 3 conditions occurs. Either A, a player has taken their available actions and there are no more chocolates in the box. B, a player has taken their available actions and all the chocolates in the box are face up. So you still take all your available actions, and after that we do the check. And C, or C, a player's taken their available actions, and each player has 2 or more of these empty wrappers, these face-down chocolates in their play area. If any of those conditions occurs, the round immediately ends. We will reveal our Yum and Yuck cards, and we'll reveal our hands. We'll add up all of our points, and whoever has the most wins. Awesome. Any questions?
So, winning just means that you win 2 rounds?
Yes. And so when you win a round, you flip your player sheet over to the other side.
Oh, okay.
Nothing changes mechanically. It's just a color palette swap. Oh.
Okay.
The air smells sweeter.
Yes.
When you've won.
That too. The air does smell sweeter. An aura, a golden aura shines around you as you win the round.
Precisely.
So Matt, that was a great teach. I'm gonna have a lot of questions because I was trying to do stuff behind the scenes, like trying to get Aaron into the chat. So you might have to walk me through some of these things, but
that's perfect. No problem.
My strategy worked.
That's totally fine. So everyone, go ahead and take 2 cards from this deck here and put them face down, one beneath your Yum and one beneath your Yuck on the table for me. Sort of like how I have the setup here on the orange player. Yep.
Hold on. Who's blue and who's messing with my cards?
So these are going to be face down here.
Oh, am I on the wrong area?
Oh, sorry.
Yep, you're on the wrong area. So
you are. You're not blue. You're green, sir.
I was trying to help you, Amanda.
I thought we were just...
Yum and Yuck.
And so these are going to be random. Now, in order to look at the cards while they're face down, and you're going to use this pretty often in this game, somewhat often in this game, you're going to press Alt-Shift on your keyboard if you have a PC. Does anyone here have a Mac? Great.
That's
okay.
what it was. Yeah, I remember them in different games. Alt-Shift.
Yep, and that lets you peek
okay.
at the back of the card. So you're welcome to peek at the back of your cards now, so you can see what it is, and only you are privy to that information.
Well, everyone can see my card now.
Okay, well, Twitch chat, I guess just tell us what his cards are so that we can have a leg up.
Let's see.
How do I close the chat? It's in my way. There we go. Okay. Alt-Shift.
All right. Fantastic. And of course, I am happy to answer questions along the way. And I will say, just as I said to other folks who have played this game in front of an audience, that if you want to win, that's okay. I'll change the rules. It's fine. Don't do that. Not a problem. But in all seriousness, so yeah. Generally speaking, whoever most recently ate a chocolate goes first, or alternatively, we can select who goes first, however we would like. Anyone here eat chocolate recently?
Yesterday.
I'm going to take that. All right, so you're going to start us off. Play will rotate clockwise. So you have 2 actions available that you can take, and they are to take a chocolate, reveal a chocolate, and return a chocolate, which you can't do yet until you have a chocolate.
Okay. So I will
and
reveal
so,
it.
Oh, go for it. Go for it. Let's do it.
Reveal a chocolate. Let's see what it is. Okay. I'm going. If I.
And so this has an on-reveal power.
Oh, okay. Reveal 2 other cards. Okay, so I've done my 1 action, so I get to reveal 2 other cards. Let's do 1. Hold on. Wild. Oh, this chocolate texture, coating, or shape of your choice. Nice. And I'll reveal another card. Okay, so this is if face down when taken, it doesn't matter.
Yep.
But give it another player your yum chocolates. Okay. So my second action, because those 2 flipping was due to this card, I'm gonna take this.
Yeah, you probably should.
That's a great card. Nice.
And that's my turn.
All right, sounds good.
All right.
Oh boy. All right. What is this again? Okay. I'm gonna reveal. I'll reveal. You may take any chocolate. If you do, you may return a chocolate.
Take it for free.
Take that one and then take that one.
Nice. All right. And perfect. All right, John, you're up. Show us how it's done.
All right, so
we're all watching you.
Reveal or take a chocolate, right? Let's see.
Yes.
So I'm just gonna flip one over. Flip. And this is on reveal. You may take any other face-up chocolate. What is this? I'll take. So I could take this one, right?
Yeah.
If you wish, yeah.
And where does that go? Just anywhere over here?
In your hand. So, yep. You just press the number 1 over it. It'll insta go into your hand.
Boom. Thank you.
Yes.
And then I can take this.
Or you can return that. Yeah, definitely see what you find yummy and yucky. That might change what you want.
Have a great work, James.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm not supposed to look. I forgot. Yeah.
All right, I'll take this. I'll take this one. James,
excellent.
I don't know what you have, John. I haven't seen.
No worries. It's a friendly exhibition game.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. No, I definitely on reveal. You may look at 3 other chocolates in the box without revealing. I will absolutely
and you have
do
one
that.
more action. Okay.
Yes. They're all really bad. That's my turn.
Oh, okay. So you took the chocolate as your second, as your last action.
Yes.
Okay. So if those, I don't know if those are all. Well, I'm gonna take this one as my first action, and then my second action. I think I'm gonna reveal one he thinks is right.
Oh.
No, I don't like these sounds. I can't see you because I'm not looking at John's thing. Okay, maybe I won't do it. Maybe I'll go over here.
I mean,
away from that. On reveal, you may take an extra action. Awesome. I will.
Michelle's getting some lag. My internet was weird earlier. It might be still a little bit weird. Apologies for that.
On reveal, you may activate any other on reveal you have in your hand. I have I have a in my hand, so I'll put it out there. I have you can take an extra action. So I can take another action. Let me see, what's this?
So many actions.
So many actions.
Okay, hold on.
Choose,
I need to
choose
look
the right action.
Don't choose the wrong action because that's not the right action.
That's bad.
Yeah.
I think I will take this one.
Okay.
And that'll be my turn.
All right, I will just take that one, and I want to throw caution to the wind, but I've played this game enough to know that's very, very dangerous. I'm going to flip.
Ooh.
On reveal, you may give this chocolate to another player.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, that's mean.
That is mean. It says may, so I'll leave it alone then.
Okay.
And where does that go? Does that go to your?
It goes to your hand. Yeah, all chocolates will go to your hand when they are taken or given or exchanged.
I'm probably going to regret that, but you know.
Wait, I didn't hear. Who are you giving it to?
Nobody. It says may.
Okay.
I don't have to.
Okay.
All right. Let's see.
Is it John's turn?
I did that in hopes of reciprocity further down the road.
I'll remember that.
Aaron, I am not giving you reciprocity. If I draw that chocolate onion in another round, you're the first person I'm giving that onion to.
All right,
here you go.
I'm gonna flip this over. Right. What do we got here?
Forward.
What are the creamy chocks? Right, creamy chocks. All right. Okay, so I'll take that.
So those are 2 actions. You
and I took. Yep.
Okay,
right,
Matt.
Take this.
Oh,
I lied. Those are all great.
Oh, come on!
I'm gonna take this, and that's my turn.
Ridiculous. Fine, I'm flipping this, and I gotta check this out. On reveal, flip over all other face-up chalks in the box. So it's just this one.
Just the onion. Put that onion away.
Okay. Let's flip this one over.
Oh, it's a wild.
But I can't take it, right?
Yeah.
I can't take it. I gave it to Aaron, unfortunately.
Oh, yeah, you did. I'll take that.
Can I request a wild chocolate be a panda?
That would be cool. I unfortunately I have I'm thinking about doing some custom chocolates as like a Kickstarter tier, maybe. I think that might be fun. All right.
John,
so I think it's John, you're up.
All right.
Wait, Aaron just took a chocolate. Did you do a second action?
Oh, I took 2.
Yep. Oh, you took 2. Okay.
Yep.
All right. I wasn't paying attention, so I don't know if any of these have been, taken. I'll flip this one here.
Oh, it's the eggplant.
-1 for each creamy chalk you have. You cannot return this. What? That's bogus.
Don't take it.
Why'd you take
you don't have to take
Too late.
it.
I thought I had to take it.
No.
You could. All right, I'll take this.
Just take it. I remember what it is.
If you want to
just take it. Just take it.
I took it.
I don't
All right, that you did.
Yeah, you did. Okay.
Flip this one.
I do apologize.
On reveal, you may take a random chalk from another player. Aaron has the most chalks. No, wait. Yeah, Aaron has the most chalks. Aaron, do you want to pull your hand real quick?
I sure do.
I am honed in on that wild. Okay, no, I'm not. All right. Let's see. I'll take this one. The action. I'm gonna take a card face down. Hold on. Card your yum and replace with a new random card. Okay.
That's horrible.
So I have cards. They'll just card face up to the right of your player sheet, and then I'll take a new card, and that's it. Oh, that was super lame sauce. That is just a bottle of lame sauce. All right, that's my turn.
Blame me. Blame the
unique chocolate coating. What are the chocolate coatings? Oh, it's the sugar. Okay, dark.
Nope.
But dark chocolate's not a coating.
It is in this game.
It could be. Yeah, it could be.
It is a coating, though, right? Is you coating something with it?
Yeah, it could be. Yeah.
Oh, you could.
Yes.
You could.
Coating, dark and white coating.
Okay.
Yes.
You know, a tasty eggplant coating.
Okay,
you know, something people like.
So how do we get rid of cards?
You have to
yes.
do the third action, which is on your turn, you can return a chocolate face down to the box and then take a random chocolate with the empty wrapper and set it down. Do those empty wrappers count towards your yuck and yum?
They don't count as anything. They're just like a score, not score, like a point tracker at the end to signify the end of the round.
Okay. On reveal, you may take a face down chocolate. If you do, you may return a chocolate. Okay. I'll take this.
If you wish.
Okay, and do I return it face down?
Yes, you'll always return chocolates face down. And when you return a chocolate from an ability, you do not take an empty wrapper.
Okay.
Awesome. What you put back? Okay.
Wait, I may. I don't have to, right?
Yeah, you don't have to.
Oh, okay. Then I'll keep it that one. I'll keep that one.
Which you already did.
Stop. I'm just kidding. Boo earns. Boo earns.
Sometimes it's important to remember that on some of your yucks there's a threshold before the negative points kick in.
Yes. Yeah.
I see.
So sometimes it might be worth it to take something that is your yuck if it won't trigger anything.
Yep.
Also, I've never played this game before in my life.
No, lies.
Nope.
Lies. John, it's your turn.
Is it Michael? All right, sorry.
It's a quick game.
Well, these are all the different chocolate fillings.
Right. I'll flip this over. We got there 3 if you have no clusters. I don't like that. I can take something else. Can I just take one without looking at it, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Can you live dangerously? Yeah, you should.
You wanted to return a chocolate.
That's. I only live dangerously. That's the whole way I live my life, buddy. So actually, yeah, maybe I want to return a chocolate, but where does it go? It gets discarded.
No,
right?
it goes into here.
It goes in face down.
Yeah, face down anywhere.
So how do I do this without revealing it? Do I flip it over before I move it?
Yes.
Yes,
You'll
you'll
flip it over in your hand. Yeah. That we all can't see in the Twitch.
That you totally can't see.
I totally can't see.
And so when you do that, you'll take a card from here and you'll put it face down in your play area. This lets us know that you returned a chocolate.
Yeah.
Great. Awesome. All right, I'm going to take this.
Boo earns.
And I'm going to flip this. On reveal, you may take an extra action. This is
You beat me
scary.
to it.
Okay. I'm going to flip this one. On reveal, return 1 yum chop to the box. Oh my gosh.
Dear.
Okay.
Oops.
Who made this?
Some punishment.
Who made this
That
game?
is hard.
Yeah.
Okay,
All right,
so
that's my
turn. I'm going to take this one and this one.
Boo. No earns, just boo.
Straight out boo.
All right. I don't remember what was really going on, so I gotta let me flip this over. Crap.
What does it say?
You can no longer return chocolates to the box.
But it's not upon reveal.
Correct. You have to
No,
have
it's
it.
not.
You have to have it in your hand.
And let's see what this is. Oh.
Yeah.
Boo earns.
All right.
Boo earns.
Indeed.
All right, John, what do you got for us?
Oh, yeah, you did. Okay.
All right, I'll take.
Yeah, it's your turn.
I'll take this one. What does
You
it
don't
say?
want that. You don't want that chocolate. No.
I think I'll trust the designer. I'll do something else.
Take the broccoli.
The broccoli. Oh man, I'm gonna flip something over. I guess I have to do two things, right? I can't just flip. On reveal, you may swap one of your chalks with a random chalk from another player. But I like my chalks.
Well,
so
you
I'm not
may.
gonna do that.
You don't have to.
Says may.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. Okay. I'm gonna take this.
Bonzinator's in the house.
Hi, Bonzinator.
Chalks. Oh, if face down would take and add all my to take 2 chocolates that or that condition.
No,
don't you have to take this one too?
No, I don't find veggies yucky.
Or
I find milk chocolate yucky.
Yeah, apparently.
Is
it?
That's a really that's horrible.
Yeah.
What is going on?
For every type of chocolate, there's one card for the yucky yum, right?
So each attribute, actually, I have like a little chart here that might be helpful. So this tells you how many of each attribute is in the game.
People like
no. I mean, in the yucky yum pile of cards, it's 1 per.
Yes, correct. So yes, for each attribute, there's 1 preference card.
So so you kind of know, like, yeah, okay. Flipping that, I don't want to take. Okay, so I'm just gonna flip it because I know what it is, but that's my 2 actions. I'm flipping those 2.
And the game is over, right?
Do you want to give that onion to someone?
Oh. How many? Well, you just got a lot of stuff, so maybe I'll give it to Aaron, since he was bragging earlier that on a different stream.
No. I want this other one.
No. It was the onion. It was the onion, sir.
This is round, like an onion.
No, you have to take the
it's
onion,
also
sir.
kind of white, like a type of onion.
Sorry. All right. Since there's only face-up cards, the round officially ends. So I'll collect all these chocolates here. Let me see if I close this rule book. So now we're all going to reveal our yum and yuck. You put this face up. Had a rough round that round.
I only have 4 cards. So.
How do we? Let me see. Let me do this.
Yep. You can click outside to drag a box around it. Perfect. Oof, this was not.
Okay, wait, that did not work. Okay, let me try this again.
Let's see. And then you'll add up your points. You're free to use the pen. I always recommend the pencil tool here for this, and I'm happy to help.
Why did that group? I didn't want it to group. It's okay.
One cool feature they added to this: if you right-click the deck,
what did he do? Okay,
and then click spread, it does a really neat thing.
Okay, hold on. Don't touch the thing. I will spread. There we go. Okay,
thanks for joining us, Jess.
Okay, so now, okay, so let me see. Okay, so I have. Okay, wait, hold on. I'm going to move this out. Oops. Yeah.
2, 4, 6. 8,
oh my gosh.
12. And I got 1 yum for 4, 16. Missed the 1. 15. Boo worms.
6, 7, 8. So that's 8 plus my yum, which is solid. So I get 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, I have wilds. I have 2 wilds. Where's my other wild?
Oh, here it is.
There it is. Okay, so wait, hold on. So I have to read the chart. I was 4, 5, 6, 7. For this chocolate that says 1 for each unique chocolate coating, I have 3, right?
Yes. So here's an interesting thing to consider. So you have 2 wilds, and they can be a texture, coating, or shape. Your yum here requires 7, 5 for 10, 7 for 15, and you would have 6 if you made these all solid. Right. But if you made one of these wilds a coating instead, you could get 4 points off of this instead.
Yeah,
and 5 chocolate. Yeah, I think
so I have 4 from that one. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 11 total from that. And then for this one, you said I have 5, so I get I would get 10 points, right?
Yes.
And then I don't have 3 yucks. I only have 2 of them. So I got 21.
So well, you do get -3 points for 2 chucks that are a yuck.
I thought it was 3. Oh, I misread that.
Each one's a little bit different depending on the category.
Okay, because I was seeing the 3 and I was thinking 3, 2. Okay, so it's okay. It was weird. Yeah, because over here on the scoring, I was looking at points, but okay. Anyways, that's still what I get -3 points, so that's still 18 points.
Nice.
Okay.
I only have 7. Aaron has 15. John, what do you have?
All these cars only have 15 points. This isn't fair.
I counted 16, but you might want to check my scoring here, Matt.
6, 7, 11.
You got a lot of yums. I only got 1 just because the wild. You all kept taking every cluster.
You have 17 points, John, is what I see here.
17?
Oh, I won by 1 point.
Oh. Nice.
Nice.
All right, cool. So, I think all right, excellent. So you flip that over. Excellent. So I will take all the chocolates back. Boop, boop. And for those interested in playing, I do have a mod for this up on TTS with the rulebook included. So you can play this at any point.
For the yuck and yum, do we discard?
Yeah, so you're going to discard those to the right face up of your player sheet. Awesome. And then you'll take 2 new cards at random and put them face down below your player sheet. And same thing as before. I'm going to lay out 28 chocolates. And so who goes, the player that starts this round is the player following the player that won the last previous round. So Aaron would go first.
Aaron.
Yep.
Did I take the whole thing? I did take the whole thing. Are you alive?
All right. So many chocolates. All right. Aaron, start us off. What do you got? We need to do everything in our power to not let Amanda win. Clearly, that's the goal this round.
Yeah, it's 2 wins, right?
2 wins is the end of the game, and that's it.
Okay, we're off to a terrible.
We do have a time. We need to be done in 30 minutes, though.
Oh, that's doable.
Yeah, if someone has a hard out, we could do it.
Okay, Aaron did his 2 turns?
Yeah, it's awful. So we're off to a horrible start. So.
What vegetable did you get, Aaron?
John.
Pretty much.
Which veggie did you pick up?
I'm not going to tell you, but
all right, okay.
Nah, it's the onion. So
I'm gonna take one. I'm gonna straight up just take one.
Yeah,
okay.
I try to refrain. I usually don't do
Does
that.
It have any if taken face down?
Should have just taken.
It has to be something that says when I take it into my hand.
No,
right?
It says if taken face down, right, or something like that.
When you take it face down, it has an effect that activates.
Right. So it doesn't. I'm gonna take this one too.
John, stop taking what I want. Like you do that every round. You'll take something I want. It's just cool. It's really cool. It's my favorite. All right. My favorite part of this game is when John takes what I want. All right, that's my turn. I revealed and took.
On reveal, you may look at 2 chalks without revealing if you do take one. Okay, so let's see. So I would have to take it.
Yes.
Right?
Hopefully they're both good chocolates.
Okay. Okay, hold on. What was this one said? Okay, perfect. I'm gonna take this one. Can I?
Do you want to look at the other one first?
It doesn't matter. I'm gonna look at 2 first. Hold on. Okay. So I'm gonna take this one, and it says, if face down when taken, add all face up yucks, but there is no face up yucks, so I'm safe. And then I still have 1 more action. I'm gonna go here. And take your flip. I'm gonna flip it. Okay. Oops. On reveal, you may take any other face-up chalk. Excellent, because I'm gonna take this one.
Any other face-up chalk.
Oh, dang it. Rudeness.
Do you want
to say may or she has
to?
Yeah, you may.
Yeah.
You want this one over here?
Oh, it is a yeah, it's a point. I can take
All
it.
right.
Why did you do that?
I'm just
because Matt said, "Don't you want it?" And
Why
I'm like,
did you suggest that?
Yeah, sure.
I'm like, she's not going to take it. He goes, "You sure you don't want this one? You sure?"
Listen, I want that quote from Amanda on that Kickstarter. It says, "This was the best game I've ever played." Everything.
I see her little red cursor like moving away from like, okay, good. You sure you don't want that one? Oh, I do want that
one. It was as if the game guided me toward victory.
Oh man, like,
want that right at the top of
the
Kickstarter page.
All right, I'll take this one and I'll take this one. I hope it's not terrible. That's my turn.
Okay. It doesn't say anything about right? Okay.
No, it doesn't say if taking
you have to trust the people. When
yes. You get to see what they have at the end of the round anyway.
Totally do. I don't want to just take blindly though. Dang it.
Reveal.
Invite you.
Flip. What do we got here? What is this? What is this?
You may take an action.
On reveal. Oh, nice. So I'm gonna. Says my extra action. I guess.
Well, you only done one action, so you get to do a second action first.
So I'll flip this one over. I have one more action.
You know, Matt, this is a very different game with 4 play. Like you see, like so much more disappointment if you're not getting what you want.
At two players have more opportunities.
Yeah. Take your hand, just press one.
Right. Okay, let's see. Here.
Okay, Matt.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
What is that?
Wild.
It's a wild.
Oh,
that's
I want it.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I want that. Excellent. All right, that's my turn.
Okay. Wait. Oh, unreveal. You may take an extra action. Okay. If face down when taken. Okay, so then I don't have to. So I'm gonna take this one.
All right.
Is it my turn?
Yeah.
Oh. Aaron, it's your turn for the rest.
Hey.
This made a new rule.
This is a bird in the hand. Does a bird in the hand be 2 in the bush?
Yeah, right.
It does today.
Ooh, okay. Putting the onus back on us.
Yes.
Yeah. Guaranteed points versus.
Yeah.
I'm not a big risk taker, so
no, that's fair.
I do. The 4-player game is definitely different. I like
it.
My experience. Yeah. My experience with 4 players is like it's my experience, but the repercussions for that are greater than 2 players. It's harder to recover.
Yeah. It scales well.
I got to discard my yum and replace it with a new random card.
Oh.
At least
that's rough.
It's not at the very end of the game.
So I discard this, right? Flip it over.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Oh.
Is there only one left? Oh no. Flip.
No, there's.
All right.
Don't flip it. Just.
Interesting.
Where's the card where you take a second yuck? That's a bad one too.
Oh, the tomato.
You have one more action.
Oh no! Oh no! I've been looking at the wrong one. I've been collecting yucks.
Well, you know, there's a vegetable in here. There's a vegetable that swaps your yum and yuck.
Okay,
so you just gotta find that.
That you get that one.
It's if they
Sorry,
still
no,
taken.
that's funny.
That's
amazing.
it's still,
I've been playing since you all win.
I have second action. I'll just
Again?
something
Oh no,
randomly.
you're Wait,
You should just flip it. Just flip it. I'm gonna let you. Just that's a great one.
Save you?
I'm
Alright.
gonna save you.
you.
What
So
does
there
it
you
do?
go.
What does it do? On reveal, you may
On-
discard your yum or yuck. Hey, nice.
Yes, there you go.
Ah,
But you don't get to put it in your hand. You just flip it.
but it still does you some good.
It does you a lot.
Nothing wrong with that.
There you
Thank you.
Potentially,
Milk chocolate does
this
a body
could also
good.
make things worse. I don't know. We'll see.
It could. It could implode.
Ugh,
Actually,
what is this?
I'm not
All right.
What is this? Oh, all right.
that bad.
Oh, so
right.
each of our stacks has so we could be going for the same attribute.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna flip this.
Mhm.
On reveal, you may activate any other on reveal you have in your hand. I don't have another on reveal.
Okay.
I'll take that. That's my turn.
Okay. I'm going to flip this. On reveal, you may take a random chalk from another player. I'm gonna take one from Aaron if you wanna.
What? Nice.
I'm not surprised.
You got all those cards over
I don't
there.
know what it is. I'm just going to randomly
hold on.
take. Wait, okay.
You
okay,
mix
well,
them up.
okay.
There you go. Now you said.
Okay. Wait, now I can just press one and will it take it from? Yes, it will. Okay. Okay. That was my first action, right?
Yes.
Yeah. My second action. Let's see. Well, I'll just take this one.
Okay. I'll take that one. And I guess I'm saving that for someone else. So
Maybe.
maybe.
All right.
John,
you're up.
All right.
I used to do this really bad joke when I played games with friends in real life. I would do that all the time, and it just no one ever laughed, and I just kept doing it anyway because it was like something that I personally found so goofy and funny. Yeah, that's all that mattered to me. In that moment.
John
Because
took
I enjoyed
two. Face
I took two
down.
cards, and that was a huge mistake. All right.
What does it say?
Yeah.
All right. It doesn't.
It affects other stuff, not yeah.
Take one random chalk from the empty
Ooh,
wrapper deck. So I'll do that.
Nice. I
Hmm.
don't think I've ever gotten that before.
I'm gonna reveal again. Oh,
This one says if face down when taken, add a second card to yeah. I saw that. I saw that and totally forgot about it. But I'm glad I remembered that. On reveal, you may take an extra action. Perfect. So my second one's going to be this. Noink. Actually, not yet. Sorry. I'm going to reveal another one first. On reveal, you may take any chocolate. If you do, you may return a chalk. Okay, so I'm going to take this one, but I'm not going to return one. And I still have one more action, right? I'm going to take this one. And I'm done.
all right. This is tricky. All right, Aaron, what do you got for us?
Just taking.
Okay.
Which is probably a huge mistake. But here we go.
All right, I'll take.
Oh, wow. You're such a...
I'm screwed either way, I think.
All right.
Okay.
I'll reveal
Oh.
this.
Okay.
And
Oh, there's another bad one.
I'm going to take this.
Oh, really?
Okay, that's my turn.
And there's only two left, so that's the end of the round, right?
Nope. There's still because there's a face down chocolate. So the round
So
continues.
it's my turn then. Do you mind if
Yes.
I move this over here? It doesn't matter.
Go for it.
right, I'm gonna flip this. 3 if you have no cluster.
Actually, that's done. So reveal our yum and yucks. Lay our hands out on the table. We'll see who has the most points.
Not me.
Yeah, not me for sure. I don't even know how
this
to
game did not work out really well.
Well, you took all the white chocolates. That's where they went.
Oh dear. I don't know why it did that, but that's okay.
Okay, let's see here.
Okay.
I took this
Oh,
tomato
dear.
because it was a white chocolate tomato. And my yum was white chocolates.
Oh dear. Spread.
5, 7.
Okay.
How do you spread the cards out?
You right click on it.
Negative
I need to
2.
do this. Okay. So I have no clusters. You. Okay, so that is 3, 5, 6, 15 plus 4, 14 plus 2. Wait, okay. Oh yeah. Wait, what did I say? 5, 10,
Everyone's
15,
saying numbers.
19. Oh, okay. 19 plus. Oh, I need to show them. Okay, then.
With the shapes, by the way, the card backgrounds correlate to shapes.
Oh,
So
okay. That's I was about to say.
The card's background?
So like heart
pink.
shapes, the color of the icon, so heart is pink, so the pink chocolate's all the pink background, as well as the illustration itself.
That's good. So I had, okay.
All right, so 2 of those.
4.
Actually, I had an okay round.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah,
23?
Just 10. I don't get it either. Well, I'll do this round. I got nothing. But
oh, John, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm trying to crunch the numbers here. -2, and then that's doubled, so that's -4 for those creamy ones. That's a wild, so that could be anything. So that's actually I get 4 there, and then.
Man, does this revenge because I wanted macarons? No, accidentally.
No, it's revenge for you boasting.
Yeah, I did.
Everyone was like, I played Bittersweet so many times. I know well, I'm going to so win. And then, like,
Amanda,
I'm pretty sure I said I would do well. And I did not. Well, here's a tip. It definitely pays to flip over more cards because you can actually get the on reveal, do more actions. If you don't, you never get it.
And I find that on reveal is doesn't really have a lot of bad actions, but if you take it face down, it has a lot of bad actions.
I'm glad I didn't get rid of this onion. No.
What was that, Aaron?
I'm glad I didn't get rid of the onion because the cards I took were worth 3, whereas the onion would have. Yeah, it would have been.
This is the one chocolate that didn't come with this game that I was kind of hoping would. It's the
I like
wild
this one.
question mark. Yeah, this one's wacky.
What is that?
It's a chocolate covered artichoke, but it's like a wild.
Oh my goodness!
The art on it is just wild. Well, it's wild, but
yeah. Wild question mark.
Wild.
Wow, interesting.
Thanks for joining us.
So it's -1, but then this card is -1, but then if it counts towards your yum, is it still -1 but plus?
Yes.
Adds to your okay.
Yeah, the numbers. Yeah.
I was just thinking that this bear could totally be an easy panda. Just saying. But anyways.
Noted. Well, Amanda has won 2 games in a row, crushing us completely.
Good. Well done.
Nice, good
Aaron,
game.
I thought you said you had this in the bag. You've played twice.
I designed the game.
There's an element of chance.
I designed this game and got crushed.
Nice. But you were also giving Amanda hints. So.
I gave Amanda 1 hint.
Once.
And I gave you a hint too.
Hint too.
Yeah. but I need like 5 hints to be honest.
He also talked him into taking cards that I wanted. So, well, in the first round he did. You wanted.
Sorry. We need a rematch sometime. I think that's what I'm hearing.
Yes.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
This is a very fun game.
Thank you. I appreciate you all
I like
playing.
the art definitely in it. It's fun. Yeah.
I like this one smiley face.
Out of one smiley face?
That kind of looks like a Ninja Turtle now.
It does.
Oh, nice.
Leonardo.
Blue.
Nice.
It's Leonardo.
Nice.
Let's go over here to the chat.
Leonardo says,
"Hey, Eclectic Camel. Hey, Dave.
Hi, Eclectic Camel.
Hey there."
So that was Bittersweet. A nice little filler set collection, push your luck game. By Matt, designed by Matt.
I'm bitter, so it worked.
Just to give them a shout out, there are the illustrator is Olivia Rum. She is fantastic, and the graphic designer behind this is Ashley Miller. So 2 awesome ladies doing awesome work.
Yeah, I dig the art. The art's really, it fits well, and it has a nice, pleasing look to it. It doesn't assault the eyes. The
iconography is easy to read. May I make a suggestion? Oh wait, is the backgrounds okay? So because the backgrounds are colored, just for colorblind, maybe having like a subtle texture difference. You know, so that if it's colorblind, then people can just, when it's just spread out to make it easier, they don't have to like
a texture,
Oh, and don't make the cards taste like chocolate either.
I don't know.
I don't know about that. That might be
maybe
good.
You could just have like the shapes in a subtle texture in the background, which would help along with the color. But yeah, I like that the color is different. It matches the shapes. For each different shape, the background of the cards are a different color. But if you just add like the texture, the shape as a texture into the background, then colorblind people, it would be colorblind friendly. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. But that's my only thing. But otherwise, it's a fun little game. I like it. Fun little filler, for sure.
Thank you.
Yeah, I enjoyed it quite a bit. It's pretty fun. This is coming out Kickstarter April 27th.
April 27th is when I'm launching the Kickstarter. So we have 98 followers, so we're 2 away from 100, which is awesome.
And here I'm dropping some links to our guests, and the bottom link is the Kickstarter link. So if you're interested in this game, click that link and follow along. When it launches, you'll be ready.
Definitely, please and thank you. I've had a blast working on this one. This has been a fun one to make. So I've really enjoyed it. Chocolates are great, and the graphic designer behind this is complaining to me constantly that she's never eaten so much chocolate in her life, but because of this game, she eats it all the time now. And I'm like, me too. I understand. I'm sorry.
It's for research.
Yeah.
Yes.
Judgment.
I'm sorry. But yeah. So definitely a blast.
Yes.
Yeah, Eclectic Camel, wall of text. Yeah, I mean, I want to have all the links out there in case people want to follow our awesome guests.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, for sure.
I didn't make anything, but I'm glad to be here.
No, absolutely. I mean, we like having you. You know, I had a really nice intro written for you, but I wasn't able to read it because you had to do the thing. We understand.
He's blaming you.
No, I'm just saying that we appreciate Aaron, and we always love having him back. Slivers cheered 50 bits. Thank you so much for that.
Hi, Slivers.
Aaron, you're awesome. I love playing games with you.
Yeah,
Aaron's
you're awesome as well. You all are.
Yeah. What an awesome crew.
Everybody's awesome.
Okay, bye.
Everything's awesome. Everybody's awesome.
Everything is cool when you're part of the team.
True.
If you're not part of the team, it's really not cool. But I mean, don't think about it too much.
What does this have a solo mode, or is it 2 to 4 players?
It's 2 to 4 players. I have fought and struggled to make a solo mode in this, and I've not come up with anything. So I don't want to make a solo mode that isn't good or great. So unfortunately, no solo mode in this.
Interesting. That'd be
cool. Somebody used some dice, and maybe each turn you picked a particular column, and then rolled a die to figure out which card the AI would take. I don't know.
Or yeah, you'd have 2 dice, and then one would be the row and one would be the column. Yeah.
Yeah.
That might be interesting.
That sounds like extra materials. that sounds. Yeah, I just heard, Matt, will you spend some more money? And it's like, all right, let me just.
Well, you don't have to. Okay, let me just say, you don't have to put it in the box. You can put it on your website. If anyone has 2 D6s, they can play a solo game on your own, but not have it as part of the official game. Because a lot of publishers have done that.
You could just like have people design their own solo versions and do that at home.
Oh, contest time!
Oh, yeah, that's
true. Or you can make the box bigger, put gold bullion in the box, and then toss it, and whatever card it lands on.
True. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I like that. Gold bullion.
Yeah.
Well, sure I got a month and about 25 days to figure out a solo mode if I can. So I guess I'll figure something out.
Eclectic Camel is now
that's what
the
BGG
chapter.
is for.
Oh, that's a power move right there, taking over the spot from Slivers. Thanks for joining us, both of you, Slivers and Eclectic Camel. Appreciate your support.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you all so much.
So
but thank you, Aaron. Thank you, Matt, for joining us. That was such a fun game. And it's not because I just won.
I mean, be real, that's partly because he won, but that's okay. That's part of being human.
Yeah, that's when you play with Amanda, you're probably gonna lose.
Composition too.
What?
I don't remember. To be honest, I don't recall. And there's no video left.
Did you win composition, Amanda?
Oh, she did. Oh, she won.
I did.
So Amanda is 2 for 2 with my games.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
when your other games come out,
you were here for this one. With us,
when your other games come out, you'll have to bring it to us, and we'll play it. And then I gotta see if I can clear it. Oh, Michelle Ridge has just unseated Eclectic Camel. Dang.
Ooh,
wow. See it happen. Nice.
Yes.
Awesome.
That is so awesome. Thanks a lot, Michelle, for the bits, the biddies for the kitties over here. Appreciate you so very much.
Yes.
All right. So where can we find all you awesome people, Matt? Where can we find you? I'm gonna put your links up here if you want to talk about yourself a little bit.
Yeah, sure. I can be found on twitter.com/CooGamesMatt, COO Games Matt, Facebook.com/CooGamesOfficial, and Instagram.com/CooGamesMatt. And so those are my 3 social media sites. So you can pick up my game Composition at COO.games. And that is the first game I published. This is the second game I'm working on now. And for those of you interested in designing, I always am happy to help answer questions or play your game, frankly, and give feedback and insight. It's a tough thing to get into this, and there's a lot to learn, and I'm always happy to help. So if game design does interest you, or you just have questions in general, never hesitate to reach out to me, and I'm always happy to participate in that and answer anything and do anything I can to assist along the way.
That's very generous of you, Matt. That's really cool.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you, Eclectic Camel and Michelle Ridge, for bidding of doing another bit war.
There's a battle of the bits going on out there. Nice.
Aaron, what about you?
You can find me at on Twitter at Indifference, Second Eyes of One, or at Game Enthuse. I do both of them. You can also find the stuff that I do at GameEnthuse.com. There's YouTube videos and podcasts and all that good stuff. And I'm also working on a game called Sweet Bitters. So maybe I'll pick your brain about how
direct competition.
This is
so good.
This is my favorite feedback I've gotten so far, and I don't mean to put down anyone giving feedback, but this is so funny. They're like, "Why does this have vegetables? You should make them tires."
Tires.
And I, to this day, I didn't know what to say to that. I was like, no. There's no such thing as bad feedback, but that was.
I mean, that's borderline there.
That was feedback. That was something.
Criticism is not constructive.
Yes.
Just.
Thanks for the follow, Kaiju plays. We got a battle of the bits still going on. People are getting territorial.
Yeah, David, awesome.
Nice. Hey.
Man. Amanda, what about you? Do you want to talk about your schedule this week? We'll go over here and set you up.
My schedule is it's basically a basic schedule. I really went down to the basic streaming that I do. Which Benita has told me is still quite a lot. And I'm like, well, this is like my baseline mode, I guess. But usually I try to stream twice a week on my channel, but not this time, not this week. So I'm always here on Board in East L.A. and then on Tuesdays. And then Wednesdays, I'm always either on or in the chat for the More Meeples the Merrier with Tim, the owner of Meepleville, on his channel. And then I have a Thursday solo stream, which I will either play a solo game or do some arts and crafts. And then on Friday, I join John again right here for Twa Dice. And we're almost through all the designer challenges, right?
Yep, we're almost there. We're almost through with that. It's been a lot of fun.
That has been a lot of fun. I really enjoy that game. And then shout out to Meepleville. That's right.
Yeah, I wanted to shout them out. They're doing something really awesome. Every Wednesday, Tim gets together a really amazing group of content creators, people in the board game hobby together, and they talk, and it's a really amazing panel full of awesome people. And I'll be on it a couple times this one, so I'm really excited to hang out with all the cool peeps. I've seen Aaron there, I've seen Amanda there, so it's gonna be a lot of fun.
It's a very diverse panel, which is awesome, and we just do just talk about games, and it's a lot of fun. So an extra thing, so my baseline is 4 streaming a week apparently, but for extra, I'm doing mukbang and board games with Benita on her channel. So what mukbang is basically we're going to be eating on stream, which a lot of people don't like to do, but some people do it anyways. But this is mukbang is basically you want to watch people eating on stream. So that's going to be on Friday evening. And then something I do once a month, which is going to be now the last Friday of every month at 6 p.m. Pacific, is Panda After Dark, which is an MA stream in which I bring on lovely ladies, female presenting friends, and we just do a chat and maybe a game, because lately we've been having a very, very fun time just chatting with each other. And we do girl chat, and it is MA because it could be adult humor, there can be cussing and stuff, but it's a lot of fun. And my co-host on that is Monique, the Game Freaky Girl, and that's the last Friday of every month. So I hope you join me for a stream.
Nice. That sounds like a full week. Slivers in the chat says Panda After Dark needs to be an anime series. Nice. I want to see that. Somebody animate that. Yeah, that'd be really cool.
Yeah. But John, what about you?
For myself, it's also going to be a full week. We got Thursday. I'm doing some mini painting. Going to finish out these miniatures from the Aliens game I picked up from Gale Force 9. And then, like Amanda said, on Friday we're doing Twa Dice. We're getting through the challenges, and that's been a lot of fun. On Saturday is going to be special. Break from our regular cribbage and more show that me and Lorena do on Saturdays in the morning. We're going to do a 6-hour mini marathon. So we're going to kick off our Extra Life campaign, and in celebration of Lorena's birthday, we're going to do that. So it's going to be 6 hours of us streaming. We're going to stream a bunch of different stuff. We might do some puzzle stuff too. And we're going to give away a game. We're going to give away a copy of Altiplano. So that'll be fun for somebody in the chat to win that.
Oh, I want to play that.
Yeah,
nice. I want that game.
Enter the contest. Come down and enter the contest, and you'll win a copy of Altiplano. And then on Sunday,
you heard it, folks. Get it.
Get it. Nice. And then on Sunday, I'm going to hang out with Eclectic Camel on the Camel Cafe, and that's going to be at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's going to be a lot of fun. Eclectic Camel's in the chat, so we're going to do a little stream together. I think we're going to play Viticulture, so we'll see how that goes. My attention won't be split like on OBS screens and chat, so I might be able to focus and actually might do okay for once on stream. So that's going to be fun. But yeah, that's going to do it for my week of streaming. And I guess we should sign off. Anything you all want to say before we head on out?
Please wear your mask, regardless of what anyone in government says. Wear your mask. If you want to be extra safe, double mask. Get the vaccine as soon as you can. And just be safe and be kind, everyone.
Yeah, for sure. I do want to thank Matt and Aaron for joining us. I really appreciate you bringing on your game to show it to us. And Aaron, it's always a pleasure to have you here, my friend. Come back anytime, all the time, every time. We're gonna head on out now. We're gonna raid somebody. So if there are any suggestions on who to raid, let us know, and we'll handle that. We'll take care of that. In the meantime, we're gonna go off to a standby screen. And I want to tell everyone that I appreciate you being here. I appreciate the bits. I appreciate your support for me and Amanda in this little weekly endeavor we've done. We've done it 36 times, and I think we're going to keep going and do a little bit more each time. It's been a lot of fun. And however you're enjoying the stream, by lurking or hanging out and chatting, we appreciate you so very, very much. And we're going to head on out and let us know who to raid, or we'll find someone to raid. See ya.
Bye.
So long.